I know, huh? Yeah, happy Thursday, everyone. I'm sorry that I was out yesterday, but if you could see how silky smooth my back is right now, you'd understand. FYI, my waxer started a GoFundMe to cover her therapy bills. Get well soon, Tatiana. But it's a good day to mark your calendar because we may have found an honest politician. Jeff Jackson, a North Carolina Democrat and fresh person rep, looked into a camera and said something we've all suspected but couldn't prove, that his colleagues are a bunch of phonies who don't believe a word of their own. Well, it was nice knowing you, Jeff. Say hello to Hillary before you're Jeffrey Epstein.
I'm still brand new to Congress. I've only been there 100 days. And I don't know if I'm not supposed to say this out loud, but it's true and important. And if you don't know this, you need to. It's really clear from working there for just a few months that most of the really angry voices in Congress are totally faking it. These people who have built their brands around being perpetually outraged, it's an act.
Really, Jeff? Wow, you must be the next Columbo. Thanks for connecting the dots for us. All this time, I thought politicians were as legit as John Fetterman's recovery. The congressman continued.
I've been in committee meetings that are open to the press and committee meetings that are closed. The same people who act like maniacs during the open meetings are suddenly calm and rational during the closed ones. Why? Because there aren't any cameras in the closed meetings, so their incentives are different. What I've seen is that members of Congress are surrounded by negative incentives. There are rewards for bad behavior.
Amazing. I gotta say, that's as refreshing as sitting on a frozen peppermint patty. It's great for hemorrhoids.
Why do you keep looking at me?
I don't know. I haven't seen you in a year and a half. But yes, that's called performance art, Jeff, and it comes courtesy of the I word that he used, incentives. The more you act up, the more you end up on TV. I wonder if we can find any examples of this.
Look at the data. You're not looking at any data. You're carrying the water for the gun lobby.
No.
Look at the data. More guns lead to more deaths. Have you ever worked in the school? You will not answer my question. Don't stop and talk to me.
And the Oscar goes to... It looks like that workshop with Jussie Smollett really paid off. Of course, if there were no cameras, there would be no drama, and Bowman wouldn't be vying for that Oscar. Which is why I think cameras should only be banned, except in certain places, like the changing rooms at H&M and Bill Hemmer's bedroom. But this crap happens all the time. Remember these performance artists?
You get out and you create a crowd. And you push back on them. And you tell them they're not welcome.
That is not right. That is not fair. And that is what we are fighting as well.
Kavanaugh, you have released the whirlwind, and you will pay the price.
Don't tell me this is about consistency. Don't tell me that this is about a condemnation of anti-Semitic remarks. Don't tell me, because I didn't get a single apology.
Time has expired.
When my life was threatened. Thank you.
Talk about drama. If you hammed it up anymore, Brian Stelter might put you in a hoagie. Of course, you can't forget the patron saint of fake outrage. Take it away, sis.
In the background, another signal that for all of that resistance, for all of that opposition, Donald J. Trump is now President of the United States. President Obama.
You know, she's amazing, and I'm always wondering, I bet you are too, where is she now? Wow, she's still screaming. Of course, it's not just the Dems, right, Adam?
I never expected a day to be quite as emotional for me as it has been. But you guys won. You guys held. You know, democracies are not defined by our bad days.
You know, he looks like he's choking on a hamster, but on both ends. They're disgusted, I know. But it's like the observer effect in quantum physics. Observing a system has an effect on that system. For example, I know you're watching me right now, which is the only reason I bathed. But at least for me, it's a hygiene matter. For these idiots, it's only about amplifying anger to keep us divided.
The big thing that modern media and modern politicians have learned is that if they can keep you angry, they'll hold your attention. And they both want your attention. So if you're a politician and you show certain media outlets that you can help them keep their audience angry, they'll give you their audience. And because so many politicians are willing to play that game, now they're in competition with each other to see how fake angry they can be.
They should have awards for this. Call them the Golden Globalists. Huh? All right. Yeah. Shut up. No. But it works. Take Justin Pearson, and who could forget his amazing transition from 2016 to now? Here are 2 clips of the same guy before and after discovering the joy of fakery.
I'm Justin J. Pearson, and I'm running for president of BSG. I want to bring together different voices, dissenting voices, voices that may be more liberal or more conservative, in order that we can reach a point of sort of the radical middle.
Fighting for the LGBTQ community, fighting for those who are single mothers, fighting for those who are ostracized, fighting for those pushed to the periphery, my savior, my black Jesus.
They should investigate who put Rogaine in the Memphis water supply. That transition would make Caitlyn Jenner switch doctors. Why do you do that? Well, it's incentivized. This week it was announced that President Biden, instead of meeting victims' families of the Nashville shooting, will meet with the state reps who protested inside the Tennessee Capitol. The lesson, if only those families had hired acting coaches. Of course, it's easy to blame politicians for this behavior, which is why I do blame this on them. But we share some of the responsibility as well. We, meaning the people who are paid to react to the news and the people who consume the news. We claim we want more people like Jeff Jackson, but we also cheer when someone from our team dunks on someone from their team, which isn't often because most Republicans are white. I mean, it's not like we don't mind when politics starts looking like the WWE, but I don't really want to see Adam Schiff wearing a singlet. Maybe I do. Fact is, the left are the experts at this crap, and they don't stop. They incentivize infantile outbursts in college by rewarding activists with descriptions of bravery, just like what San Francisco State did to the mob who attacked Riley Gaines. They were lauded instead of lampooned. And Republicans can barely keep up with the drama because they're so often the target. So what's the ultimate consequence here? Well, this: mob violence, mob rule. But now it's sanctioned as protest. And it's courtesy of amplified, phony outrage. After years of saying the country is racist, white people are racist, cops are racist, roads are racist, you end up with mob violence redefined as mostly peaceful protest. And businesses are now racist for not wanting to get looted. So because nothing is good, everything bad is permitted. And now we're seeing it's paralyzed a country, one that's unable to respond to its own implosion. So congrats to Jeff Jackson, who's pulled back the curtain on this political theater. But I guess we always knew it. Just today, we're paying the price. Welcome to tonight's guest. He's so tough. He puts gunpowder on his Cheerios. Host of Hollywood Weapons on the Outdoor Channel, Terry Shepard. He's a tough act to follow because clubs usually cancel him. Fox News contributor Tom Shalhoub. This director of communications gives the media palpitations. Comms director for Never Back Down PAC, Erin Perini. Soon she'll likely be on the New York Times bestseller list and also the no-fly list. Fox News contributor Kat Timm. Terry, let's get the weirdness out of the way. You've been gone for a year and a half. Where you been? Were you in jail in some foreign country? What did you do?
There's been a lot going on.
You killed Jeffrey Epstein.
Let me finish. So the place looks great.
Yeah.
I mean, like there's actual miniatures, and I want to check this out later. You're welcome, because you've built your career on the back of me. But it's been a while since I've been here.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a pretty accomplished D-list cable celebrity in my own right. But a lot of people. It's not funny, it's true.
I know. It's funny.
And the thing is, a lot of people recognize me from this show, and they're like, everybody's like, oh, it's so great. They're, oh, Kat, she's so funny. I go, yeah, Kat's funny till she tries to stab you after a 2-day Coke binge, which we went through. It was rough. And they're always like, oh, you're going to act like this didn't happen.
I think you're thinking of someone else.
No, ma'am.
I get it. A lot of girls are wearing the glasses now, but I started.
No, ma'am. I know who I'm talking about. And they're always like, oh, Greg Gutfeld, he's great. I go, first of all, Greg Gutfeld's not real. He is a remote-operated ventriloquist dummy voiced, ironically, by the guest sitting next to me, Tom Shalhoub. I could do it. People, I have to break it to you. This is what's going on in the Gutfeld exclamation point show. What else you want to talk about?
No, you burned your time. You can no longer comment on the topic at hand.
Okay.
Because poor Tom is sitting there with a brilliant idea.
Go, Tom.
What do you agree with this guy?
No. Well, first of all, yes, I kind of agree with this guy, but he's a phony himself. You know, sincerity is its own form of phoniness now. And he's got his T-shirt on. He's like, my name's Jeff, and I have a Mr. Coffee behind me. And I just think that it's terrible that people are overreacting. But I'm reading a script that I wrote on with a Sharpie. But I really cut the video up because I wanted to get it right. You see how many jump cuts are in it? This guy is such a planned Mr. Rogers act. And he is LARPing as well. Can I use that word, LARPing?
Sure, of course.
Yeah, yes,
absolutely.
He is. Everybody is playing their game, and they made fun of Trump. They said, "Oh, he's a former reality star." They're current reality stars, all of them. And I used to, and it's not just Democrats. There was a Republican named Peter Meyer, and I used to love watching his videos during the pandemic. He's out now. They voted him out because he stunk. But he would come out of Congress and he would go down the steps and he'd be talking to his phone. He'd be, this is Peter Meyer. I'm taking my mask off, and I just want to let you know that I'm just updating my constituents. And like he acts like he's got to update us on the stairs. Yeah. It's all fake. They all think they're in a TV show and they're boring.
That's a great point. You know what's interesting? Tommy brought up Trump. The people were giving Trump crap for being a reality TV host, but the fact is he was never dramatic. He was just rude. I mean, he said what he wanted, but he never raised his voice. You never saw him he never overplayed who he was, as opposed to Democrats, who would often accuse him of that.
I think that's right. And I think with Democrats, what you generally see is an outrage factory, because anger is a really strong emotion for voters. If you get a voter angry, you're going to get them to show up. But the way they act in the Capitol, on the House floor, it's right. None of them are like that. But they all are acting like they're auditioning for the Real Housewives of Washington, D.C. at any given moment, instead of actually being serious and doing the jobs they were elected to do. The country's facing big issues right now, and they're all in hysterics on the House floor, acting like and screaming at each other. I tell you, that one clip where the guys are yelling at each other, Thomas Massie and the other rep, the guy's yelling in his face, that's where reporters stand all of the time. That is pure theatrics by that Democrat. He was doing it because he knew all the reporters would walk up with their phone and get in his face, and that would be his golden moment. And instead, he just looks like a fool. Get serious and do your job.
Reporters are such lemmings.
They're terrible.
You know exactly how to catch a reporter. It's just too easy. You could say something, do anything. I don't know. You know, Kat, you know what used to drive me crazy? People on Twitter would go, I am literally shaking as I write this. It's like that something happened on Fox, or somebody said something. I'm literally shaking. Could that be where a lot of this has started from? People saw themselves getting attention for this kind of behavior on social media?
Yeah, and it is extremely performative. And unfortunately, it's not just politicians. I write about it in my book. You haven't heard about it.
You haven't sold enough copies?
There are never. I'm trying to change the world here, baby. I'm just getting started. So there's a huge gap in what people actually believe and what they actually say on so many issues. So we've created all of the wrong rules for our society. And it's great for him to say that. I wish that more people would, but that was sort of a performance in itself. But still, it's better than what most politicians do. But I don't know, Kissinger, there was a lot of blood that was shed on January 6th.
Yes.
My January 6th. Out of my butt.
Yeah.
But I'm so glad I can say that, because I've had to watch that video so many times.
Yeah.
Being like, you have no idea how bad a January 6th can get, buddy.
That is what you call an amazing tease for her book, because everything she said is true.
Yes, and it's all in chapter 5.
Yes. For the audience, the chapter is called.
Yeah.
Did you read that, Tom?
I haven't read it yet, but I can't wait.
You definitely you have my attention. You have my attention.
All right, Popeye.
I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him.
I always wanted to say that.
You've been waiting to say that, haven't you?
I've been waiting to say that.
The whole yar.
Yeah, exactly. You are. Yes, he's Popeye.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.